the Magic City Classic won third year in a row by Alabama State over Alabama A&M. Now, we were talking about this game as it was happening on Saturday, and Connell Maynor made a decision that one of y'all said to get him fired when he went for it on 4th and short from his own 30-yard line. That ended up not working out so well. Not only did they not get the 4th down conversion, but Bama State scored a touchdown. We've been talking a lot about Connell Maynor's status with Alabama A&M, his propensity to be on the hot seat and surviving. Does losing this game for the third year in a row, in the way he lost this game for the third year in a row, have any type of bearing on whether or not he survives to coach another year at Alabama A&M, starting with Ken?
Well, look, let's keep this real. Connell Maynor losing this game for the third year in a row, I mean, yeah, it's a big game, but I can assure you losing this game for the third year in a row has absolutely nothing, or is a very, very small part of what he's done since he got that contract extension for winning that COVID championship. Okay. And I'm going to sound like a broken record, but we all know what this man said. This man says he gets paid to win SWAC games.
We mention that every show.
But look, but every time
it's always relevant. That's what I'm saying.
Every time his name comes up, and we're talking about the future of Alabama A&M football program, and Connell Maynor leading it, you have to bring it up.
Yeah, it's always relevant. That's what I was trying to say.
We already know he's not beating non-SWAC teams, but according to him, that's the reason. I'm not paid. I'm not paid to beat non-SWAC teams. I'm paid to win SWAC games. How many SWAC games has he won so far this year?
One, right?
Against? Okay. So to answer your question, Kendrick, no.
He won one game against Bethune-Cookman. You're right. Yeah.
Losing the Magic City Classic has nothing to do in the greater scheme of things related to Connell Maynor's future. Now, if for whatever reason he was maybe constantly winning SWAC games and he finishes second in the SWAC East every year, and that one game is due to the fact that he can't win the Magic City Classic, okay, I'll give you that one. But nah, this man is paid to win SWAC games, and he ain't winning no damn SWAC games. Period.
Yeah, Chris, your thoughts on all that?
I'm going to disagree with Ken for this reason only. Dr. Paul Bryant has done yeoman's work in taking ownership of the Magic City. A good part of ownership for Magic City Class. Remember, we ran stories previously in the summer about how Alabama State had withdrawn from, whatever agreements they had before because he felt like they weren't getting their fair share of the pie. So this man has done a ton of work to make sure Alabama A&M is in the best position, not only to win a football game, but to profit from it. Now, yes, I mean, the numbers for the Magic City Classic are outstanding. I mean, 69,000 people went to that game. There was $20 million in revenue that Birmingham, Alabama saw because of this game, which proves the viability of HBCUs always. Wherever we go, we bring the bag with us. But again, it's not just the way. It's just not that Alabama A&M lost this game. These dudes were 0 for 4 on 4th down until the final minutes of the fourth quarter on the most boneheaded plays possible. We're talking about fourth and 1 from your own 30. 4th and 1 from your own 30. It is still early in the game. There is no reason for you to say, okay, we're going to, roll this out and see what happens. You fumbled the ball on 4th and 1 from your own 30. Help us help you. That's not smart football. And then, another time they went for it on 4th down and it was still fairly, reasonable. The game was still kind of in reach. That pass gets intercepted and Alabama State turns that into a field goal. So I have to say that, I'm not going to say that Paul Bryant is immediately going to start looking for a replacement, but I guarantee you the legwork is starting.
Of course.
Because there's no way. Nothing about that game until the final 8 minutes suggested that Alabama A&M is heading in the right direction. But football games are 60 minutes. The first 52, they got drug up and down that field like Mike Tyson did Mitch Green outside of a Harlem nightclub one time. It was a beat down. And Alabama State has themselves to blame for that because they just let up. And I'm sure Eddie Robinson tore into his team after the fact. But that Alabama A&M team looked outmatched for 52 minutes. Then they finally found a way to score 2 touchdowns and then had another chance and then threw that chance away. So I have to say that, for what Dr. Bryant is doing for the Alabama A&M athletics program, and for this team to have egg on its face for the 3rd straight year in the fashion that they have egg on their face, it does not look good for Mr. Maynor. That maroon and silver hot seat, that joint, it's got to be burning his biscuits right about now, buddy.
Well, let me just, and I respect the point, Chris, but let me just simply say this about the point you made about Paul Bryant and the steps that he's made with respect to A&M and the Magic City Classic. Let me just simply say this: win, lose, or draw, A&M's gonna make that money regardless. Now it helps to win it. You want to win that game, but all I'm saying is that Connell Maynor is going to be judged on his entire body of work, and I'm pretty certain there are probably some incentives in his contract to win the Magic City Classic. But baby, I'm just saying, you paid to win SWAC games. I'm just saying. And right now you ain't winning any. So I'll leave it at that.